Here we have the new Alpine A110 mid-engine rear-drive sports car from the Renault Alliance. It's coming to Australia in June next year. It's going to cost between $90,000 and $100,000. Let's have a quick look at it. So this car has a 1.8 litre turbocharged inline-4 with a 7-speed EDC twin clutch. It only comes in the twin clutch auto, which might be disappointing for some. No manual available at all, unfortunately. It has an open differential that simulates an LSD with the brakes, which is actually works quite effectively. See the engine is underneath that Alpine badge. It's got the 18-inch wheels, Michelin Pilot Sport 4, 235 front, 205 rear. Doesn't really need massive brakes because this car only weighs 1,100 kilos or thereabouts. It has 185 kilowatts, 320 newton meters. It has launch control, and it does 0 to 100 in 4.5 seconds. So you can see we've got the quite a mix of materials here. Absolutely lovely seats. They are so comfortable. You can see they're fixed back, really supportive as well. Interesting mix of materials here. We've got this blue body coloured kind of panel, cross-stitched leather. There are a lot of kind of scratchy plastics in here, unfortunately. Then you've got like leathers and stuff. This nice big screen, all the switch gear. Very basic air conditioning controls. The interior is probably where they've saved like a fair bit of money on the car and are able to make it cheaper than a Cayman or an Audi TTS kind of thing. Here's the key. Comes as like a little card in here. It's exactly like a Renault card. It kind of sits in there, a little carbon fibre bit. Come down, you've got like these almost Ferrari-ish controls for drive, neutral and reverse. You kind of hit drive once to get manual mode. To get park, you hold down neutral when the car is on. That's how you switch the car on right there. And I'm actually going to go ahead and turn the car on. So hit that. The car starts up. You've got this TFT display just here. And you can kind of like toggle through. There's 3 different modes on the car. We're in normal mode at the moment. If you hit the button on the steering wheel here, you get sport mode. And then if you hold the button down, you get race mode. And the 3 different modes, they change the TFT display here, of course. They also change the ESC settings, the shift times of the EDC. Just the shifts get a bit quicker. The engine gets more responsive. It doesn't change the dampers. This car has fixed damper setup, which works really, really well. In fact, the spring and damper combo as a passive setup is some of the best I've tried, and that owes a lot to the fact that it only weighs 1,100 kilos. So yeah, really interesting car. So yeah, there you have it. It's got a tiny little boot in the back there, and another little boot in the front. There's not a huge amount of storage space. Yeah, that is the Alpine A110 coming to Australia June 2018 for between 90 and 100 grand. Can't wait to see it.